Hello, fellow cosplayers, and welcome back to my channel. And first of all, I'd like to say I am excited to be back and filming on YouTube. I am so sorry that I kind of ghosted you guys for the past 2 weeks. The main reason is I filmed one video and the file's corrupted on my laptop. So I went to film another video. There were just some technical problems with it. But I am here now and I am happy to be back. But in today's video, I am going to be doing a look inspired by the updated 2021 Pride flag. But I'll also be telling you guys my coming out story as transgender, all the way from when I was young and little itty bitty, a child of Jesus, to now. Before I get into this video, be sure to subscribe as well as hit the notification bell because I upload one video a week every Friday or Saturday. I do everything from cosplay makeup, body painting, special effects, makeup. I also like to do chit chat, get ready with me's, talk about my life. As well as that, I like to dabble into the paranormal and talk about some creepy, spooky stuff over here. You can also find me on my vlog channel called Winter's Vlogs. I am trying to get that channel up and going to posting maybe one vlog a week. You can also find me on my TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. All those links will be listed in the description below. And yeah, enough with the chit chat. Let's get into the tutorial. So because the Pride flag is kind of like a mixture between the regular Pride and transgender, and I don't know what the other one is. I'm very new to the community, even though I've been transitioning for 2 years. I still don't know, but yeah, so I'm gonna start off by doing a trans-inspired eye look, and then I'm gonna be doing some contour as the other Pride flag colors. So I'm gonna start out by dipping it into this lovely, into the shade Equality, and I'm just gonna start off by patting that on the corner on the two sides of my eye. But let's get into what we were going to be talking about. So, if you guys aren't unaware or if you are new here, hi, my name is Winter. In March of 2021, I came out as transgender to the public on Trans Visibility Day, and that was just mainly a little short clip of me just coming out because I had literally no time, but I thought that this would be something that I should share with everyone. But I'm gonna kind of start from the beginning. I guess my road to transitioning started around when I was in kindergarten because I used to love fairy tales and I loved dressing up and drama, and I loved to wear dress like a princess, basically. I liked watching Disney movies and cartoons, not cartoons, Disney movies. I would like to dress up, and I also used to tuck napkins into my pants and to pretend they were skirts. And my parents would allow me to basically dress up. However, I would say around near kindergarten was when I started to think that I was a girl, and I would want to start I would want to start wearing dresses in public, but my parents said no. My dad especially. I'm not saying anything offensive, but every time I would want to wear a dress at the dinner table, basically, my parents were no wearing dresses at the table, and back then I didn't see what was the big deal of like wanting to wear dresses or makeup at the dinner table, but I did it anyway. And then around when I was around grade 1, I was kind of when I really wanted to start like expressing myself. And mind you, around this time I had no idea what transgender was, and when I wanted to wear makeup to school, my mom was like, no, you're not wearing makeup to school because I didn't, and because she didn't. And basically around that time I felt that I found that I wasn't like really happy when, you know, I would have to like and I really kind of, most of my life I really kind of got sad. I was kind of sad. Like, now both of my parents are okay now, but at the time I was kind of more afraid of my dad, because my dad grew up in like, you know, a different time, and like we didn't know how he would react to me wanting to like dress up, because he would always like would pressure me into doing a lot of more guy things. Like he would want me to like go and play hockey, and then as I started to get into like grade 3, and because of what I grew up in, I honestly thought that guys couldn't like do what girls did, because apparently it was kind of like all of society would be like, when, like for example, when I would like go to the park or paint my with nails painted, someone would like say like, oh,
guys, like boys can't do that.
Or like when I would want to go into like the store and I would want to buy a dress, and I was like, oh,
like, oh, you can't do that because you're a guy and that's for girls. And
that really kind of upset me, but also made me feel kind of ashamed of what I wanted, because I thought it was only like fine for me to like just do it for fun, but if I were to do it outside, I thought I would be like disowned by everyone, and that kind of really got me sad, because like, for example, whenever I had to go to like a fancy event or where I'd have to get all dressed up, I would be kind of sad, because I would see like all the women dressed up in their like, you know, dresses, and was sad because I thought that I couldn't do it because and I thought guys couldn't wear dresses or put on. And then that kind of like got me in a bit sad, and me just dreading going to like a formal event, because I knew I would have to like wear something like a suit and a tie, and not being able to express myself in the way I wanted to. And so I hid it. I hid my interest of wanting to be a girl physically, and only did it through stuff like theater and makeup, which is kind of how I started to do, which is kind of how my makeup skills picked up. It was because I knew that would be like the only way that I thought that would be the only way that I could express myself. And then around late 2016 and early 2017 is when I started to come out to people about what I wanted to be, and people started to encourage me. They were mainly adults and just close family members. They were like, hey, you can be whatever you want as long as you are not hurting anyone, and as long as it makes you happy. And it made me happy. Now, I didn't feel comfortable just yet to do it, but I started to feel comfortable that maybe this could be something that I can do in my adulthood. Now, at that time, I was still a little bit hesitant. Around 2018 was when I discovered Patrick Star, and Patrick Star was just so inspirational. His videos encouraged me, saying like you should not be afraid to be who you are or who you want to be. Don't care what other people think. And I was like, you know what? This is who I want to be, and I'm going to do it. Now, I was still a little bit hesitant of doing it now, but I thought this would be something that I could do maybe in my adulthood. And then that's kind of when I started to open up to my family and said, like, you know, this is what I want for my life. This is what I want to do. And pretty much every of them was okay with it. However, but it was not easy, because when I started to come out, I apparently got into a huge fight with my aunt at a cottage. My aunt was, who she is fine right now, but my aunt was very overbearing and religious, and still is. And she told me that, you know,
you're going down a dark path.
And she started like using very provocative terms, and then I was like so scared about like, wow. And then that kind of got me a little bit scared to do it now all over again, because she just got me so scared. And like, if I do this, what am I gonna do? Will society accept me? But then I started to talk to my loved ones about this, and they were like, no, you can do it. And this was around the time where I also started my YouTube channel. But around that time was also when I was in school, and that was when, and I'm still in school now, and I was worried that if I start doing this in school, I would get bullied. So my mom was like, you know what, go with the flow, but you can do that after high school. And then it was around the end of grade 8. Around this time was when my mom really started to, and my parents kind of started to give in. Like, I would be allowed to wear, like, it started out with just a little bit of eyeliner and a little bit of mascara to school. Then it started that I can wear a lot. Then I started to wear like full face of makeup to school. And really everyone was okay with it, and they didn't seem to have any problems. And then I started to hang out with a couple of more girls, and then they started to, you know, encourage me to like be myself, and like, hey, you should wear a dress to your graduation. And then that really started to change me, toughened me up a little bit, and taught me, like, you know, I should stop just hiding in the closet. And then that situation started to toughen me up a lot more, and I said, you know what, they are right. I shouldn't just be like sitting in the closet afraid of what other people are gonna think of me. And then when I started to come out with like that to my family, they didn't seem to have that much of a problem. They were just like, you know, as long as you are doing it just because you want to do it. And I took their word for it. And then when I started to go to high school, everyone started to say, like, start to come at me saying,
oh, I love your makeup. You do really good makeup.
And I'm not doing this to brag, saying like, oh, I'm the best, because I do know that I do have a long way to go in terms of my talent. But to just hear that I wouldn't be hated or an outcast like I thought I would. Now, of course, there were some people that didn't get it, and other ones that were just completely rude about it, like this one teacher. Not gonna name names, because that'll just make it worse, but everyone else was just so incredibly supportive, and I am forever grateful for that, and to know that I wouldn't have to be like alone in this. And I did gain a lot of friends and friendship during this time. And then by December of 2019 is when I came out as transgender. Now, it was a little bit of a challenge at first, but as I started to come out more, people started to accept more about it, and my aunt that I told you about before, who was the person that I was scared most about, apparently started to open up and accept me, which I am so internally grateful for. And I'm going to end this video by saying two things. If you are out there and you are like, if you know that you're gay or transgender, bisexual, whatever you are, I want to let you know that it is fine to be who you are. Don't ever take my experience with a grain of salt, but don't ever think that you need to hide yourself because society won't accept you. Do not think that. And for those parents that have kids that are trans that aren't accepting, or you've said stuff that are cruel to them because you don't accept them, look, I understand you have your opinions. Take my story as a lesson. These things, your words can really make a difference. They can inflict pain and misery. They're not, anything that you say is hurtful are never just words. Never just something that you can just say and thinking that you can get away with it, because these words that you say can have long-term effects on anyone, but especially a child. So, with all that being said, happy Pride, and know that you should never be afraid to be who you are. It is 2021. The world is looking very good right now. We're moving in a right direction. Do not ever think you need to hide who you want to be. You are your own person, and you can be you. So, with that being said, happy Pride to everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It's a free way you can help the channel out. Like this video if you are trans. Comment below if you are going through any struggles in life, because I'd like to let you know that I am here for you. And I know there's nothing that I say or can do that could make it better, but know that you can be who you want to be. As well as that, comment below any other tutorial ideas you would like to see from me in the future. All the products used will be listed in the description below. And if you want to recreate any of my looks, be sure to tag me in them so I can see all of your recreations. And yeah, until next time, bye.